It's absolutely clear. If you say we have a leverage which is quite low, then we have a lot of investors going really for prime locations, prime places. And that does mean if you have a lot of equity or money which is around, I think the big deals we have seen over the last year in France, there were 7 deals or 8 deals who added up to 900 million roughly. And I think there is money in the market, but there are people saying there's a kind of a Japanese trend in the French market. Everybody is sitting a little bit on their hands, not doing something because they think the prices will drop. So we will wait. We can set it out. We will not get into investment in real estate. We will not invest in industry. We will simply wait a little bit. And I think that is a big fear everybody has, that we get into a kind of a deflation mood, like Japan, really. And in so far, I think that is something we see. On the other side, as I just said, money is around. It's not a question of lack of money or liquidity. I have, in my practice, seen the families, the high net worth individuals and family offices who are able to buy an office building for 120 million, and you even don't see it in the marketplace. So there's no financing at all around. So I think money is around, assets are turned around, and I think we get simply in a different mood. When we try simply to understand what was just said on the market, if I have an insurance company who's investing for the next 20 years in an asset, what they're interested in, they're not interested to have 7% yield on their investment. They would like to have something very stable in a good location and, as you say, income. So the rent as an overall factor is interesting, but that's not all. Occupation rate is more important to them than all the rest. And we see that already in Paris, in everything which is owned by insurance companies, which is given out for location to private people to live in the residential area. They're maintaining very well their buildings. The rents are not going through the roof, and they were very well placed. So I think there's a normal trend, simply seeing that so many institutional money is getting there. Getting back to the international investors, I think they have also become quite smart. Look at the Norwegian pension fund. They are teaming up with AXA on a 850 million transaction. They're putting money into Prologis to get an exposure to logistics. So they say we don't set up a special team in these areas or in these regions where we are not specialists. We go simply with other people and spend the money in a joint venture mood. And that's something which may come up also with South Korean pension fund, was doing something with Rock Spring here and there, and they get also in a joint venture mood. So what we as lawyers see is that a lot of people go into joint ventures, currently saying we have the money, but we don't have the local expertise. And we will not buy the local expertise by an asset manager, but by somebody who's already well invested, well placed in the marketplace. And so we get the knowledge by that. So I think there's a completely different trend.